Today we are making an Indian dish called Baingan Bharta, and I thought I would teach it to Mike.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite dishes, so I'm kind of excited about this.
So Baingan means eggplant, as you can clearly see, and Bharta means mash. So it's a mashed eggplant that's really has a lovely spice to it. We've got lots of garlic in it, and that makes it really yummy.
So where do I start?
Okay, so the first thing is we have to roast our garlic. We're going to cut slits in this and insert about 5 of the cloves in each of these and 1 of the green chilies. So one of the slits has to be a bit longer.
A bit longer for the chili. All right, yes. I'm going to throw my glasses on just so I don't cut into anything.
Yeah.
So does it have to be quite deep? Like I made it fairly deep?
For the chili, you might want that. You're going to have to, you really kind of have to push it in.
So I have it wedged open and then just jam it in?
Yep. Perfect.
Just like that?
Yeah.
All right.
And
that's
then,
good?
Yes, that's really good.
Okay, and then make smaller ones and...
Yes.
So I'll put about half of these in.
Yes, and for the ones that are a little bit wider, you might want a deeper slit so that you can really get the clove in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to be
It's a little bit tricky, eh?
Yeah, you have to be a little bit forceful.
Yeah. Okay, so my eggplant are full of garlic.
So next, because we're going to roast it, we're just going to oil the outside of the eggplant.
Do we need to take off the top of the eggplant?
No.
Okay.
No, you want it to kind of hold together, and that stem will do that. We'll cut that off later.
Okay. So we're going to oil these. Do I brush it on or just get my hands dirty?
Either. So what would you like to do?
Yeah, let's get it messy. So you're just going to pour it on and I'll just...
I'm going to pour it in your hands and then you can just wipe it on. You don't need very much. There you go.
Is that for both you gave me?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It just needs to be very lightly oiled.
I put way too much oil on this one. Does that matter?
No, no.
Okay.
It's just all going to cook the same.
There you go.
Okay.
2 greasy eggplants.
Our oven is on at 425 and we're going to cook this for 40 to 45 minutes.
Okay, so I'm going to go throw it in then. The eggplant is now in the oven, so what's our next step?
Our next step is we're going to use some oil and cook up some of our spices.
All right. So tell me how much oil I need. Oh, I'm actually measuring. Okay, normally you just throw it in. So
I know. So about 2 tablespoons of oil, 2 to 3.
2 or 3?
2 is probably good because you and I are trying to keep our oil down.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to get you to put in some cumin seeds. So 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds.
2 teaspoons. All right.
Okay.
There we go.
And then I'm going to give you some dried red chilies. You're going to break them.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry about that one. But it just allows, the seeds to come out a little bit and for them to cook.
How's that?
So we're going to heat this up and let it brown. You might want to stir it a little bit.
Okay.
The cumin seeds are going to brown a little bit more.
Okay.
And then we're going to add our onions to this.
And the chili seeds, will they start browning or not really?
They might deepen in color a little bit, but we're not too worried about them. We just don't want our cumin seeds to burn.
Okay. It's starting to brown a bit. Is that brown enough?
Yes, that's perfect. It only takes a couple of minutes, so.
Perfect.
Okay, so next, I've done all the prep.
I know, I appreciate that. She's cut everything up for me.
Yeah.
The part of the job I hate.
Yeah, well, I didn't want you crying over this dish.
Yeah. And I take it we're just doing this till they're golden brown and translucent?
Yes.
Look at me. I know all the cooking terms. They're starting to look a little brown. Is that good enough?
I think so. Okay, our next step, we're going to add our garlic.
Again, I appreciate you chopping everything up for me. You can use just minced garlic though, can't you?
Yeah, yeah. And
If you
some
didn't-
ginger. So you're going to stir that and cook it for about 30 seconds or so. We don't want our garlic to burn.
Okay.
Okay.
And trying to break up the ginger a bit.
Let's put our spices in.
Okay.
We have some coriander, ground coriander.
All right. Oh, I was going to ask you, with the chilies, do we take them out?
You can take them out after when you're serving the dish because you don't really eat the chilies, but some people don't mind them. They just take them out just themselves as you serve it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to give you Kashmiri chili. You
Look at the color of it, eh?
Yeah, you can use regular chili too, but we're going to do 1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon, okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And we're going to add some smoked paprika. I'm going to do half a teaspoon.
Ooh, smell that, eh?
Yeah. So the reason I like to do this smoked paprika is because normally when you roast it on a barbecue, the eggplant, or you know, on a gas flame, you get that smoky, charred taste to it.
Which you
And
don't
this
get
is-
from the oven.
Yeah.
So
this
you're
is-
replacing it with this.
Yeah.
It smells really good.
Yeah. We're doing really good. It smells really
It
good.
does smell really good.
Okay. Our next step is to add tomatoes. Again, chopped up for you.
There you go, thank you. Yeah, everybody should have a sous chef.
Yeah. I find it relaxing to do the prep.
Oh, I don't. So
Okay.
I'm glad you do the prep, and I'll do this bit.
We're also going to add a teaspoon of salt.
Okay, that's nice and easy.
Yeah.
And then do you want me to just give it a stir? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And now we're going to continue to cook this down. We want the tomatoes to really almost dissolve a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's going to take, you know, another 5 to 10 minutes to cook this down.
And then will it get more liquidy because the tomatoes will...
It'll get a little bit more mushy, I think.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So it's really cooking along here. Is this good enough?
I think it is. You can see some of the juices starting to come out of the tomatoes, and the
Yeah.
tomatoes are softening and becoming really mushy.
Should I take this off the heat now?
I would keep it on low.
Okay. The eggplant's all done. I pulled it out. It's now cooled down. So what's the next step?
Okay, we're going to cut off the top,
Okay.
and then you're just going to peel away the skin and put everything in the bowl.
Okay, just with my hands, just yank it off like this?
Yeah, it should come off fairly easy.
And with the garlic inside, do I worry about that at all?
No,
or?
the garlic and chili, it all goes in the bowl.
It's starting to fall apart, so I'm going to do this in the bowl, I think.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Now it's the eggplant's darkened. Is that just because it's cooked?
Yes.
Okay.
And even you could pick up one of the cloves and they can see that it's, that it should be a little bit mushy.
Mm-hmm. I could have squished it with my fingers, but I didn't.
Yeah.
All right. All right. What's next?
We need to mash this.
Oh, that's easy.
Yes, so a little muscle power, and it's preference. You can mash it until it's like completely smooth, or you can leave little chunks in it, which I think are a little bit better because it gives you a little more
Yeah, I like
texture.
the texture. I agree.
So
Do some people blend it? Do you know?
you could blend it.
I agree, though. I think it's nicer with a bit of texture in there.
Yeah. And so the garlic is getting mushed as well, and the chili, and that's
Yeah.
perfectly
Yeah, you
fine.
can see
All the flavors are
Chili's
just
getting all squished up.
going to be melded together.
Beautiful.
Okay.
This is all mashed up. What should we do with it now?
We're going to bring our pan with our tomato and onions,
Okay.
and then we're going to put that in it.
All right. Let's go grab that.
Okay. We're going to add our eggplant into the tomato mix.
Okay. And just mix it all together?
That's perfect. Yes.
All right.
Look at you anticipating everything.
I know. This is such a hard job here. I got it.
Our last bit, this is the finishing touches. We're almost
Yay.
done. We're going to add a little bit of garam masala. So
what is this,
a half
teaspoon?
a teaspoon. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
And coriander.
Love coriander. So there you go. Now, I know some people hate this stuff. They'll just leave it out, I take it.
Yeah. Like anything, you can adjust it to your taste.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it smells awesome.
yeah. And it's pretty, right? Like we've got some green, some red.
Mm-hmm. As I say, this is one of my favorite Indian dishes. I'm excited now I've learned how to do it. So maybe you'll be expecting me to make it a bit more.
Yeah, when I'm working, I can come home and have a dish made for me.
And there you go. Okay, so I'm all done. So all we need to do now is just serve it up with some rice or leche.
Yes. Or if you have vegan naan, you can have that as well. I also thought, you know, the other thing we could do with this, something you could consider doing, is you could make a dip out of this. You could add some yogurt, and then this is so flavorful, and then eat it with...
So just have it as an appetizer when friends come over.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
Yeah, we're going to have to try that.
I would eat this anytime. So
Yeah.
dinner, appetizer, I'm a very happy person. So great. Well, thanks very much.
Well, thank you. And I'm hoping to get a couple of dinners out of this.
You certainly will. Thanks for watching.